Breaking news coming in now out of Brevard County. The sheriff going on the record within the last couple of hours as one of his deputies sits in jail charged with second-degree murder. The case against Yusuf Hafsa stems from a road rage shooting on June 19th in Palm Bay. News 6 reporter James Barbero joins us now live with what the sheriff had to say. James.
Speaking for 10 or 15 minutes this afternoon, Ginger, the sheriff says that this investigation is still in the hands of FDLE. But he is giving us some insight as to what Deputy Hafsa was doing the morning of the shooting.
Always seemed very professional.
Brevard Sheriff Wayne Ivey addressing the arrest of one of his own men, 32-year-old Yusuf Hafsa. Sheriff Ivey saying on the morning of the shooting, Deputy Hafsa was out running errands.
Investigations of this type are always extremely difficult when it's one of your own.
FDLE says Hafsa was arrested this morning and charged with second-degree murder of Clarence Howard.
Unit standby, please. We're getting possible shooting.
New details from FDLE say while both men were driving, Hafsa and Howard nearly collided with each other.
Sounds like road rage.
Dispatch recordings tell us that started a road rage chase.
Two men were chasing him.
And then the shooting.
They got out of the car and started chasing him, and he had to shoot him.
That happened here when FDLE says both men got out of their cars at Emerson and St. John's Heritage Parkway. 25-year-old Howard later dying at the hospital.
Page discoded again.
FDLE says Hafsa never identified himself as a law enforcement officer and that he, quote, was not acting in a law enforcement capacity. The sheriff initially said Hafsa acted in self-defense.
The thing with self-defense is the state attorney's office has to look at it and see if self-defense applied. That's where I think they looked at the case and felt that these were the appropriate charges.
And Sheriff Ivey says that Hafsa is now suspended without pay. Maybe at home you're wondering, how is Hafsa taking all of the news since the shooting and the arrest this morning? Ladies, we caught up with his defense attorney a couple hours ago here at the Brevard County Jail. We're going to hear from him tonight on News 6 at 5. Ginger?
Hey, James, before you go, will the sheriff's office be doing its own internal investigation into the shooting?
Good question. Yes, in the 10 or 15 minutes that the sheriff did speak, he tells us that while FDLE is still handling their investigation, the sheriff will do their own internal investigation once FDLE wraps.
James Barbero reporting live in Brevard County. Thank you, James.